Hey guys, English Dave here, and I'm bringing you the Entertain Lynx spoiler-free review for Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
There's a cut on its neck! Rocket! Get it to look up! Hey, you giant sea monkey up here!
Released in 2014, the first film showed us that, just like the comics that inspired it, these stories could be colourful and completely out there while still having great relatable characters with nuanced stories. Set to the backdrop of awesome mixtape number 2, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 continues the team's adventures as they unravel the mystery of Peter Quill's true parentage.
After all these years, I've found you.
And who the hell are you?
I'm your dad, Peter.
Living up to the first film was always going to be a challenge, purely because that first one had the benefit of zero expectations, so rather than trying to do the same thing, only bigger, this sequel surprisingly goes in an unexpected yet organic direction. Where the first one took us on a constant non-stop ride through the galaxy, this one takes its time to stop and enjoy the views, and along the way telling us more about this ragtag band than we expected. The first film introduced the characters well, and though it hinted that there's more to them, it showed us who they were on the surface. This film knows that we're now familiar with them, and so takes us deeper into their relationships with one another. Yes, the story still primarily focuses on Peter Quill, but it also wonderfully takes the opportunity to give screen time to all the main characters. No one ever feels like they didn't get enough focus. All the actors bring their A game in such a way that I keep changing my mind as to which story arc I like best. I love them all for different reasons, and not always in ways you'd expect. You get a sense that time has passed since their first adventure, they know each other better, and they even have ongoing jokes and those "remember when that thing happened" type stories that inform us that they've had a few other adventures in between. This all serves to show the bond they have, and it's a great starting point to propel their stories forward. Continuing from the Civil War trend, Marvel seemed to finally be recognizing the need to add more layers to its antagonists. Like Civil War, and touched upon in Doctor Strange with Mordor, you really understand why they do what they do, even if you agree that it's wrong. In all the craziness, we have character moments that will have you fighting to hold back that tear you can feel creeping out of the corner of your eyes in not just the sad moments, but the happy ones as well.
This is weird. We've got a sovereign fleet approaching from the rear.
Why would they do that?
Probably because Rocket stole some of their batteries.
Dude!
Right. He didn't steal some of those. I don't know why they're after us. What a mystery this is.
Once again, James Gunn shows that not only does he understand the characters, he also fully understands the world or worlds they inhabit. There's a sense of meticulous detail in every shot and every line of dialogue. He also wrote the script. This is his baby with a sprinkle of Marvel influence. His comedic timing is near perfect, the tone and pacing is well thought out that you get a sense in lesser experienced hands it would have fallen apart. In a way, this feels both like a larger film in scope and stakes, yet at the same time feels smaller and more personal. That's a very thin tightrope to walk, and with a film that demands a lot of spectacle, he found a great way to use that to tell such a dramatic story without feeling overstuffed. He's also clearly done his research and has littered the film with so many cameos and Easter eggs that it would take the most die-hard Marvel Comics nerd to spot them all.
The beast hides too thick to be pierced from the outside. I must cut through it from the inside.
No, Drax! Wait a minute! Drax!
This is probably Marvel's most visually stunning movie to date. It makes the first film seem like it was just teasing us with what to expect from the cosmic side of the universe, and boy does this one go full out cosmic in all the best ways. James Gunn knows how to shoot in CG environments. He moves the camera in ways that can only work in that medium, giving us vantage points that show us that this is a director who completely uses all the tools at his disposal in the perfect ways. Every set is a beautiful canvas painting that makes space and the planets look so different from the dreary, dour blackness we get in so many sci-fi films. The action is kinetic, yet you still get a sense of what is happening on screen, and it never feels like a CGI mush of visuals we tend to get in these big budget films. If you're able to, this is a must-watch in true IMAX 3D, as it's just a jaw-dropping feast to watch. One that is sure to unveil more and more with multiple viewings, as it's just so much to take in with one sitting. I have to make a special note about the score. In the first film, Gunn perfectly blended 80s music with sci-fi aesthetic, creating something both new and familiar at the same time. With this one, he takes it a step further. The soundtrack continues to be fantastic, and it's that rare Marvel film that uses the score in ways that embrace the story. Every time the now recognizable Guardians theme played, I couldn't help but get excited and humming along with it. Marvel are usually criticized for not having great scores, and while I somewhat agree, I think they do have great scores. The issue is they haven't been consistent enough with their use to the point where it sticks. Avengers gave us some great music, but it wasn't reused or it was tweaked in future films. But with this, the Guardians theme remains the same, so we know it better, so we love it when we hear it. There's some that would say it's not as good as the first film. While I see where they're coming from, I would counter that by saying it's not trying to be the first film because it wisely knows it can't. It's not a perfect film, but it's a film that can be affected by your expectations going in. It's also, in a way, a film that can hold up on its own without you having seen the first film.
Does anybody have any tape out there? I want to put some tape over the death button.
Nobody has any tape.
Not a single person has tape.
You have an atomic bomb in your bag. If anybody's gonna have tape, it's you.
I have to do everything.
You are wasting a lot of time.
That's a really bad sign.
I had a great time with this film, and it was a great second chapter in the Guardians story and the MCU as a whole. This is the type of film that will open the floodgates to allow Marvel and other studios to take more chances with its more larger, stranger-than-life characters. However, as out there as it seems, it's remarkably grounded in character and tells a very familiar and connected story, something many big-budget movies either neglect or are unable to balance. Where the first film was about bringing the family together, this film explores what it means for them to continue to be together and what family actually is, these widely different individuals with their baggage who learn to support each other. The film is non-stop hilarious, you remember why you instantly fell in love with Baby Groot, and it's an all-round great time from start to finish. The trailers show you just a percentage of the whole film, so if you go in with an open mind with no assumptions like you did with the first one, you will once again be pleasantly surprised with the unexpected. I'm definitely going to watch the movie over and over again to catch all the things that I missed, because I guarantee there's a lot of them. Thanks guys for listening. If you enjoyed this review, please give us a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button and share with your peeps. If you'd like to hear our spoiler-filled thoughts on the movie, check out our Entertain Lynx Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 spoiler talk, which will be up Monday. There you can hear myself and the team go in depth on what we thought. The link will be in the description below once it goes up. My name's English Dave, and this has been an Entertain Lynx spoiler-free review for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. See ya!